Yeah, and let the bank show evidence that he requested for it. If they don't, all the money will be refunded to that customer, and a surcharge will be made on that bank.
And it will be paid to the customer, the surcharge.
You want to?
It's a question now.
Festus is still carrying on. How come we don't pay charges for bank transfer in the UK?
You see, I think we have answered that question.
Yes, he's still carrying on.
Some of these things are built in.
Yes.
Into areas they don't
okay.
recognize.
Now, when an ATM card expires,
yes.
The customer has to go to the bank to have another one issued. Yes. Is there any way that this can be done as is done everywhere else? The bank is aware of the expiry date.
Yes.
They get your card ready, so when you get in, you just pick up your card.
It's happening even right now. In some banks.
In some banks?
Yes.
Okay.
Those that are technologically advanced, those that...
Because in other climes, they even send it to you before the old one expires.
Because your address is not very certain.
Yeah.
They know your
but you have our BVN now, you know where we live.
Well, what the point is, in some banks, once your ATM expires, they prepare another one for you without
you have to go there.
And inform you that you should come and
yeah, inform you that you should come and collect it.
I see.
It's a competition issue.
I wonder which banks these are.
It's an issue of quality of service.
I don't want to mention
Mr. Korafo, I am on your website right now.
All right.
And I have not seen anywhere clearly stated where I can find the guide to the bank charges.
It is there. Search very well.
Should I give it to you, sir?
Search very well.
So while we're waiting for Mr. Korafo to find us a guide to the bank charges...
I'm interested in customers of Polaris Bank.
No, yes. Customers of Polaris, there are other customers of other banks as well who are having issues with the banking in Nigeria, and they want clarity. Because sometimes you go to the bank, you don't get clarity. I'll give you an example. So I go to the bank. I won't call the bank's name. So I go to the bank with a check. And I present the check to the teller, looking at him. He collects the check. He doesn't even look at me. He does this. Collects the check, and he gets down and does what he does, and does this. Bank account not accessible, BVN not available. This is what he does. He hands it back to me. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, what did you say is the problem? BVN not available. This is what I'm, BVN not available. And he goes back to his business. Next, now, I am a customer. I go to the same bank, another branch, and someone will say, there is no problem with your BVN. So why would he be telling? I say, I don't understand. That kind of attitude is horrible. What I'm saying here is that Nigerian customers, banking customers, are concerned that the banks don't even give them attention. You are the regulator. Indeed, you, sitting down here, you're the one in charge of banking
supervision.
Your
network is poor here.
On the head of banking supervision.
Your network is poor. Your network is poor. It's not opening.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Mr. Korafo, other things are opening here. Maybe. Okay. Well, we'll get back to that.
But look at. We have all speculators here, okay, so, but it's not opening.
It's not there.
It's there.
Anyway, Mr. Ahmad, how should the customers, the Nigerian banking audience, how should they feel about the treatment meted out to them by these banks? If the CBN says we are monitoring them, we're ensuring that they are serving you better, and they are still complaining that they are not getting their money's worth.
Okay, so this is about customer service. There's no monopoly in the Nigerian banking system. How many banks do you have in the Nigerian banking system?
Move to another bank.
You have at least 27 banks in the Nigerian banking system, apart from microfinance banks. So, must you bank with a bank that is not giving you service? You can go to another bank. I'm telling you as I'm sitting here, there's a bank that will be willing to accept you and give you the kind of service that you want.
So go to another bank if you're not getting service from this bank.
Okay, the kind of behavior that he mentioned,
yes,
by a staff of a bank, an employee of a bank, it's something that cannot be tolerated by any customer who knows his right.
Okay, so we do have some questions coming in here. This is from Kingsley. Kingsley says, what happens to the current shareholders with the change of name?
Okay, so Polaris Bank is not Skye Bank. Members of the public should understand that. Skye Bank is defunct. Its license has been withdrawn, revoked, and the shareholders of Skye Bank have no claim whatsoever on Polaris Bank.
So
the shareholders, I'm repeating it, the shareholders of Skye Bank have no claim whatsoever on Polaris Bank. In any event, Skye Bank shareholders have long lost their shareholders fund because the bank even in 2016 had a negative shareholders fund.
Did the shareholders know about this?
Of course they are aware.
So now all those that had investment in Skye Bank, zilch.
What sort of investment are you talking about?
In terms of shares.
Okay, share. So the shareholders of Skye Bank have no claim on it.
So right now, Polaris Bank doesn't even have any shareholders.
It's
Except the CBN.
How did it come into existence?
So CBN is the shareholder.
Amco is the shareholder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Directly connected to this is a question from Eno Obabi Henry. It says, what is the punitive measure that will be taken on the management that caused the problems of the bank?
Okay, so that is for government to decide. There was a forensic audit. There was examination report. Lawyers have to look at the forensic audit. They have to look at the examination report and see where there are some charges, infractions that can be prosecuted. Yeah.
Okay. Adedeji Adeleke says, I'm a resident in the U.S. Most of the charges by Nigerian banks are ridiculous compared to what obtains here. I don't get charged for SMS. I don't get charged for token. I don't get charged for transferring to other banks within the U.S. if it's electronic. Banks here make money through other avenues, primarily through offering credit facilities, and so on. So get SMS charges, token charges, and internet transfer.
You see, let us be realistic. This is not America. You know how our transport system is. You know how our power system is. Now, as an economy develops and advances, cost structures also change. Competition also changes. And in the US, you see banks, even when you don't want credit, they come to you and say, look, we have this for you. It doesn't happen like that here. And it's a reflection of the structure of the society, of the economy itself. And so somebody who is in the US tells you, oh, they don't charge me for electronic, and the bank may decide to assume that cost because they are making money elsewhere. You're talking about consumer credit. How much of it is done here? In fact, there are so many issues. First,
well, is it not by choice?
It's not by choice.
The bank wants your grandmother's whatever to be able to give you a loan of 100,000 naira. So it's not our fault that they don't give us loans.
Okay, how many of our people have fixed addresses that you can very clearly identify?
That is
what part of what we are working on. Yeah,
the Postmaster General was here last week.
Wait, that is changing. We are working on all those. So you can't just transport something in the US and bring it here and say it will work perfectly. It doesn't work that way. We are improving. Our payment system has improved greatly, and we are about some of the most advanced in Africa.
One of the best.
Okay.
And people should not just do that. Why are you not doing that on power? Why are you not doing that on roads?
Okay.
Why are you not doing that on schools and the educational system and the health system?
We still have quite a number of things coming here. This one's coming from Adedoyin. He says, apologies, this mail is sent in a short time, but just to note this, perhaps it gets to you well. In October 2017, First Bank froze my account for untenable reasons while I was on a foreign trip, which caused me a number of damages. I contacted CBN by email. Till date, I got no response, not even an acknowledgement.
Well, I don't know who the person he contacted.
This is Adedoyin Adeleke.
The basic fact is that a contract between a customer and a bank is personal. And if he believes that First Bank violated his rights as a customer, he can go to court. But I'm not suggesting that. But the CBN cannot intervene in private contracts.
Okay.
We are just regulators.
Mr. Okorafor, you've already said that if you contact your bank and the bank doesn't do it, then get in touch with the CBN. That's what
for those basic things. Yes,
okay,
of course.
So thank you so much. We've been speaking with the Director of Banking Supervision Central Bank, and the Director of Corporate Communications, Abdullahi Ahmad and Isaac Okorafor. Thank you, gentlemen, for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
We
time.
do wish you well.